The longest, shortest football season of your life is finally reaching its climax at the FCS level. The playoffs start today. Number 2 seed Sam Houston, the Southland Conference champs, hosting the Big South winners from Monmouth, New Jersey. This is the top half of the bracket. South Dakota State gets the number 1 seed. All these games will get going later today. And then you flip down to the bottom and you have the heavyweights. James Madison, North Dakota State, and Sam Houston all paired in this bottom half of the bracket, all trying to make it to Frisco, Texas, and the May championship game. We're in Huntsville, Texas. We're so glad to be with you and glad to be on site. Rene, Ingoglia, and Jonathan Yardley. Looking forward to this one. And Rene, Monmouth, we talked about a long, short season. Yeah. Monmouth's only played 3 games. If they're going to pull off the upset today, they're going to have to establish the run.
They are, and I know you can't see it, but I am smiling under this mask. I'm just glad these kids at the FCS level get a chance to play for a championship. But you talked about Monmouth. Big, experienced offensive line, great running attack. They're going to have to establish that run today against an explosive Sam Houston team.
Well, to do that for Monmouth, they're going to turn to a guy who wasn't able to play in the fall of 2019. This has been a couple of years in the making for Jawan Fari. You know he's motivated.
Yeah, I love Fari. I watched a lot of film on him. He's a hard-nosed downhill runner between the tackles, which I like. He gets you 3, he gets you 4, he gets you 5, and then boom, he gets you 50 because he's got that type of explosion. So if that big, experienced offensive line can get some push up front against a very good defensive front of Sam Houston, it gives Fari some space. He can make plays, and I think that's imperative today for Monmouth to stay in this game. Get that push up front.
Yeah, and you said it. It's a big question mark because this is a serious defensive line.
Well, this defensive front, in particular, defensive line, has improved tremendously over the past couple of seasons and playing more discipline, but they are athletic, they are fast, and they swarm to the football.
And the numbers support that improvement. Sam Houston State was tired of flaming out early in the postseason, 200 yards rushing allowed per game. They made a conscious choice to change the way they play defense, and boy, the results have certainly paid off. Now, that is an impressive defensive number for Sam Houston. They're going to give you all kinds of offensive numbers, too. Eric Schmidt, the quarterback, and Jaquez Ezzard, the wideout, 2 of the key men to watch.
I mean, Ezzard's the big playmaker, right? A dynamic athlete, probably the fastest player on the team. You get him in space, he causes problems. He's a matchup nightmare. He can stretch the field, so that's what I'm going to be looking for today. How does that Monmouth secondary play Ezzard to keep him underneath them? Because he will stretch you, he will beat you over the top, and he can make all kinds of plays, great hands. And oh, by the way, he's in the return game as well. So I got to believe Monmouth will not even kick it to him. So field position will play a role today as well. But a dynamic playmaker, look for him to get the ball in space a lot today for Sam Houston.
And Rene, that means our first look at the true freshman quarterback, Tony Muskett. Again, only 3 games to his credit career-wise, and he starts a playoff contest.
Yeah, and the thing that sticks out to me about Tony Muskett, 62% completion ratio, 8 touchdowns, no interceptions, which is phenomenal for any quarterback, let alone a true freshman that was playing high school last year at this time. So, but he's going against a defensive front today, I think, that he hasn't seen before. So it'll be interesting to see how he handles it today.
We're going to talk a lot about their last playoff game, the 2019 season when they lost to James Madison on the road, another high seed. Muskett pressured, got it away, and it is hauled in on the near side by Lonnie Moore. The give is locked up right away. Romeo Holden had no running room. You see that Sam Houston State front. That is Jahari K, number 55. And our first look at the Bearcats led by Eric Schmidt, the redshirt junior from the Woodlands, just down I-45.
Yeah, I love watching Eric Schmidt on film. He's a gunslinger. Listen, 2,000 yard passing in 6 games, 14 touchdowns, does have 7 interceptions. But again, I think that's a product of the system because he will throw it up to his talented wide receiving core and say, go make a play. So when you do that, and you got those athletes, you will throw some interceptions, but something he probably needs to clean up a little bit.
They'll spread 5 wide here on 3rd and 10. Schmidt thrown to the ground. First sack of the game, and Monmouth defense gets a stop. They didn't do that the entire playoff game against James Madison a year ago. Opening game of the FCS postseason, but familiar territory for KC Keeler. Oh yeah, 27 all-time, 27-0 all-time. That includes Division III games at Rowan, national champion at Delaware, and now he has been at Sam Houston since 2014, leading them back to the postseason. Kevin Callahan, third playoff appearance in 4 years for the only coach Monmouth has ever had. Got the job August of '92, a full year before they started in 1993. High snap for Kost, and he's under pressure, and down he goes. Special teams we knew could be a Sam Houston advantage. The first big turnover to the Bearcats. This time it's play action, and Cody Crest able to come up with it for the first down inside the 30. Grad transfer from Harvard. A critical third down here, facing Sam Houston as the clock winds in the first quarter. First down yardage, and it's Cody Crest again. He had a big game against Incarnate Word in Sam Houston's last regular season game. Schmidt has wide open, Cody Crest. He has the corner, the pylon. No signal yet. He's out of, there it is. Touchdown Sam Houston to get the FCS playoffs started. Cody Crest. Musket trying to set up the bubble screen and finds him, and there's running room for Treadway. He's got a first down. He almost had more. Treadway wide open. Musket floats it in there, and Zach Treadway is down inside the 10. Fly Hawks indeed, they're moving.
And they're moving here.
That one is blown up in the backfield. Markel Perry was all over it. Jack Neary's the only target in the end zone, because Gene Scott got hung up, and in the end it's wasted and it's intercepted. That was strung out, and instead of throwing it away, Monmouth turns it over. That's a game changer. He had one blocked or tipped against James Madison in last year's playoffs. Snap is true, and he gets the kick away as well. Jaquez Ezzard will field it at the 21. Opens up some space, and finally taken down after a 20-yard return. Schmidt under pressure and goes down. Daquan Grimes got him in the end after the pocket had collapsed, and the Monmouth defense stands firm again. Musket gets it away quickly, too high, can't be pulled in by Terrence Green. Sam's defense holds again. That's backward pass, double throw. Jaquez Ezzard lets it go, but way too far. Head in his hands for Jaquez Ezzard, because the space was there.
Well, the play call by Ryan Carty was spectacular. Perfect call.
Ramon Jefferson gets the carry, and he gets a lot of running room. Ramon Jefferson breaks it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats. 56 yards for the score. He came from Blinn Junior College, just came in January. As this one is going up top, wide open is Adey. He pulls it in. Ife Adey running away, tripped up. Couldn't quite break it, but it's good enough down to the 5. It is Ramon Jefferson. Second effort, touchdown. Monmouth, its worst field position of the day, starting from its own 10, already trailing 21-0. Terrence Green, the target, spinning forward, holding onto the football. He juggled it, but he has the first down. Setting up the screen for Gene Scott, and just in time, Trevor Williams shed his block to blow the play up, because there was 20 yards of space for Gene Scott. And Musket snowed under again. Markel Perry. Musket has to scramble. There's room to run, and he has the first down. Again, a screen. Terrence Green with room to run. He's looking for the big play on the opposite side of the field, and he has a first down.
they've looked great on this drive. Now they got to finish it off with a touchdown here. We'll see.
Straight drop for the quarterback, Tony Muskett, looking for Treadway. Catch made inside the 5. They used him a lot on that successful drive in the first half as well. It'll be 1st and goal for the Hawks. 9-man box, Jawan Fari trying to climb on top of the pile. He's in. Monmouth gets on the board here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go for 2 right off the bat. Trying to cut down this lead in a hurry. Little shovel for Scott. He's in for the 2-point conversion. Ife Adeyi will motion. Under pressure, that's caught by Crest, but he's short of the 1st down. Justin Terry came over the top to haul him down, and Sam Houston might have to punt. Picked up 6 of their last 7 3rd downs. This is 4th. Muskett pressured, got the throw away, and completes it. Ezra Archie, his 1st catch of the day across midfield. They move 3 receivers to this side. They throw for Gene Scott. He hauls it in. Wall Township's own Gene Scott with a 1st down catch. And they go a little quicker here. They feel like they have to. Taking a shot wide open. Monmouth is back in it. The touchdown strike to Terrence Green. He's played 3 career playoff games. He's scored in all of them. And Monmouth is alive and well. Sam Houston the ball at its own 21. Ife Adeyi into some space, and there's a lot of it. Closed down at the last second by Anthony Budd on 3rd and 5. In and out of the hands, or through the hands. And it'll be 4th down. Monmouth's defense holds again. Single coverage everywhere. Muskett one-on-one with pushing and shoving. A flag flies. The catch is made anyway, and Monmouth converts again. Terrence Green the target.
Yeah, they can decline that pass interference because Terrence Green went up and made a man type of catch right there.
Watch, Treadway has single coverage at the bottom of your screen. Muskett looks that way, throws that way. Treadway has the 1st down, and now he's wrestled out of bounds. Can they pull this off, Rene? This would be a Houdini act.
The last 2 possessions and 3rd counting this one, it's a different offensive team. They look different.
Fari the carry, skips past 1, has the 1st down, is inside the 10. Monmouth is 1st and goal to potentially take the lead. Under 2 minutes to go. 1st and goal. Holding the carry, he's locked up behind the line of scrimmage. It's another big loss. And it's Jahari K responsible for it. Four wide, Jawan Fari in the backfield. Picked off in the end zone. Sam Houston gonna win it. The streak lives, and the Bearcats are headed to the quarterfinals. Isaiah Downs with the play of the year for Sam Houston. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon for our terrific crew. Everybody up in the booth, down in the truck, my partner Rene Ingoglia. I'm Jonathan Yardley. What an effort for both these teams to get the season in and play this one. Monmouth threatens, but Sam Houston survives to reach the quarterfinals. Just barely. Bearcats 21, Hawks 15, the final.